The Namibian Constitution, narrated by Abel Light. Chapter 3, Fundamental Human Rights and Freedoms. Part 1. Article 5, Protection of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms. The fundamental rights and freedoms enshrined in this chapter shall be respected and upheld by the executive, legislature, and judiciary, and all organs of the government and its agencies, and, where applicable to them, by all natural and legal persons in Namibia, and shall be enforceable by the courts in the manner hereinafter prescribed. Article 6. Protection of life. The right to life shall be respected and protected. No law may prescribe death as a competent sentence. No court or tribunal shall have the power to impose a sentence of death upon any person. No executions shall take place in Namibia. Article 7. Protection of liberty. No persons shall be deprived of personal liberty except according to procedures established by law. Article 8. Respect for human dignity. 1. The dignity of all persons shall be inviolable. 2a. In any judicial proceedings or in other proceedings before any organ of the state, and during the enforcement of a penalty, respect for human dignity shall be guaranteed. b. No persons shall be subject to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Article 9. Slavery and forced labor. 1. No persons shall be held in slavery or servitude. 2. No persons shall be required to perform forced labor. 3. For the purposes of this article, the expression, quote, forced labor, close quote, shall not include a. Any labor required in consequence of a sentence or order of a court. b. Any labor required of persons while lawfully detained, which, though not required in any consequence of a sentence or order of a court, is reasonably necessary in the interests of hygiene. c. Any labor required of members of the defense force, the police force, and the correctional service in pursuance of their duties as such, or in case of persons who have conscientious objections to serving as members of the defense force, any labor which they are required by law to perform in place of such service. Open bracket. Sub-Article 3C is amended by Namibian Constitution 2nd Amendment Act 7 of 2010. Note that Act 7 of 2010 erroneously states that it is amending Sub-Article 1C rather than Sub-Article 3C. Close bracket. D. Any labor required during any period of public emergency or in the event of any other emergency or calamity which threatens the life and well-being of the community, to the extent that requiring such labor is reasonably justifiable in the circumstances of any situation arising or existing during that period, or as a result of that other emergency or calamity, for the purpose of dealing with that situation. E. Any labor reasonably required as part of reasonable and normal communal or other civic obligations. Article 10. Equality and freedom from discrimination. 1. All persons shall be equal before the law. 2. No persons may be discriminated against on the grounds of sex, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. Article 11. Arrest and detention. 1. No person shall be subject to arbitrary arrest or detention. 2. No persons who are arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed promptly in a language they understand of the grounds for such arrest. 3. All persons who are arrested and detained in custody shall be brought before the nearest magistrate or other judicial officer within a period of 48 hours of their arrest, or, if this is not reasonably possible, as soon as possible thereafter, and no such persons shall be detained in custody beyond such period without the authority of a magistrate or other judicial officer. 4. Nothing contained in subarticle 3 hereof shall apply to illegal immigrants held in custody under any law dealing with illegal immigration, provided that such persons shall not be deported from Namibia unless deportation is authorized by a tribunal empowered by law to give such authority. 5. No persons who have been arrested and held in custody as legal immigrants shall be denied the right to consult confidentially legal practitioners of their choice, and there shall be no interference with this right except such as in accordance with the law and is necessary in a democratic society in the interest of national security or for public safety. If you found any value in today's video, make sure to like and share and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until the next part.